My name is Uzair, and it is time for a little bit of Google Ads. Every week on a Tuesday and Friday at 3 p.m. UK time, I go live and cover topics such as Google Ads, YouTube Ads, anything and everything to help you generate more leads or sales using the power of Google and YouTube. So, in today's session, I'm going to cover a complete setup of a Google Ads search campaign from start to the finish, what you need to do, how to set up the campaign the right way. But before I get started, if you're watching this live, you got any questions, please put them in the comment box or the chat box around the video. I will tend to them at the end of the session when I've finished my campaign setup. So what we do is I'll go through today's session and then answer the questions towards the end. Sometimes I run out of time, so bear with me. If I don't answer your questions, then I will answer them in my next session. Okay, so I think everything seems to be working fine. So let's get started. So you're in your Google Ads interface over here. So the first thing you want to do is to do your keyword research. Get the keywords right and targeted. This is really important because if you pick the wrong keywords, you're going to waste and lose a lot of money. So what we do is we go to Tools and Settings and then Keyword Research or Keyword Planner. Then you click on the Discover New Keywords. You got two ways you can do the research. One is start with keywords or start with a website. All you would do then is put in the website URL. Google is going to look at your website and then it's going to give you some keywords which Google feels are the right words for you. I usually just start with keywords. So let's say we start with dentist near me and get results. The one thing which you should also do is make sure that you have got the country set up properly or your local area where you want the search to be. So if I do Milton Keynes, which is a big town near us, Leighton Buzzard, Hemel Hempstead. I'm just showing you how to add more locations here because for a service like dentist, plumber, or local tradespeople, nobody is going to call somebody from a different area or a city. It usually is around a 5-mile radius, which is more than enough. But if you want to target multiple locations, you can like this, and then you'll be able to see how many people are searching for these keywords. So you'll get a long list of keywords over here. I've got over 1,215 keywords. You don't want all of them. You just need a handful of them. And this is also another mistake I see a lot of advertisers make, is they will stuff the campaigns with hundreds and hundreds of keywords, but most of them aren't going to do anything. So you'll be wasting a lot of time trying to set these up. Just pick up a handful. And for local campaigns, mostly for small businesses, they don't have the budget. They start with a small budget. So why have so many keywords? So all you would do is you click on the average monthly searches column. So they're sorted out in ascending order. And then I will pick out about 15 to 20 which are correct. So NHS, emergency, dental clinic, private, and so on. Emergency, orthodontist, 24-hour emergency, or 10 to 12 keywords which are grouped tightly together. So if you've got another service which a dentist may offer, so for example, Invisalign or implants or veneers, you will have separate ad groups. So this is just one ad group, yeah, dentist near me. If you are looking for Invisalign, then you would put in Invisalign or implants or whatever. The other thing which you can also look is on the right hand side over here. You will find and get some ideas of other keywords which you may not have considered before. So if I open this up, like for brand or non-brand, you will see affordable smiles. These are branded. Dental trust, bundle dentist. So I can see all the other, not all of them, but some of them are over here as well, and get some more ideas as to who they are, what they do, and then some more in here as well. Then under service tab, you will see this is really good because you can see how many keywords are for dental clinic near me, emergency dentist, affordable dentist. Now we're getting lots of ideas as to what kind of keywords we should be targeting. Implants would be different, dentist office, extractions could be a different ad group, cosmetic dentist could be a different ad group. So you can sort out all your ad groups from here: crowns, fillings, teeth whitening or teeth cleaning, oral surgery, braces. So many different ideas you get within a matter of minutes, right? And then you start to create your campaigns. So we're just gonna go with dentist near me for now. I'm gonna copy these, and then I'll go back to my tools and settings. Not there. Go back to campaign level, create a new campaign, and now you get your objectives. This is not very important. You can create a campaign without the goals guidance, but you can choose with leads, because dentists are going to want to get leads for their business, either as calls or somebody filling in a form on their website. But from my experience, most of these leads will be from calls. Then you must put in the conversion goals, what conversion tracking you have set up. Now that is outside the scope of today's session. I have got lots of videos about how to set up conversion tracking, so make sure that you set up your conversions for a form submit or a phone call, and then you select your goals over here. Okay, this is a test account, it's going to show me errors that is not working, so I'm going to ignore that. Now we are going to select the campaign type, whether it's a search, performance max, display, shopping. This is going to be a search campaign. Select the ways you'd like to reach your goals. I would like website visit, I would like phone calls, or whatever. Now it's going to, let's try this. I'm just going to put in my website and my phone number. Okay, I'm going to start a new one. All right, so now this is what I love about this new Google interface. It gives you each stage of the campaign setup in small chunks rather than one long list of things to do. Right now we're on the bidding stage. What do you want to focus on? Conversions, conversion value, clicks, or impression share? I would not advise you go for these two unless your goals for getting brand awareness and getting traffic is there, then for sure use these. But we want to focus on conversions. This is usually for e-commerce stores where people are selling products online. We are going for conversions right now. Now, many people get tempted. Oh, I want to put in a target CPA. So what this means is we are telling Google how much we would like to get a lead for. You want the lead for as low as possible, but there has to be a minimum, because if you go too low, Google will not be able to get any impressions, you will not get any clicks, and you're not going to get any conversions and results. And then your client is going to come back to you and said, well, nothing is happening. So you need to be realistic about how much you can afford to pay for a target CPA. But if it's a new campaign, you're starting, you don't know. You don't know what your click cost is going to be. You don't know what your conversion rates are going to be, right? So best is to leave it unchecked. Let Google go and get some conversions. And after a little while, 30 days or so, you will find out that on average, your cost per conversion is so much. Once you've got 30, 40 conversions in a campaign, then you come back over here and then you put in, you know what, my average cost per conversion is around 50, and Google is going to tell you over here as well that you can bid at this amount. The other thing which you must keep in mind is whatever your target CPA is, you need to have enough budget for Google to be able to go out and get those leads. So if your budget is £50 a day and your target CPA is 50, it's most likely that it's not going to work. So ideally you want 3 times the target CPA as your budget. So if my CPA is 50, I need to have a minimum budget of 150. Google says a lot more. I think they say about 5x or 10x, something like that. But even if it's 5 times, then your budget, daily budget, will need to be around 250 for Google to run this campaign properly. This is really, really important. I see this many times. People get frustrated. Oh, my ads are not working. They're not running. It's because you haven't given enough budget to what you have set your target CPA. That's really important. All right. So I'm going to leave this unchecked now because I'm starting from a brand new campaign. There's no data in it. Then here's the other 2 important campaign settings. The first one is include Google search partners. Initially, I will check this off because I just want my ads to run on the Google page, the search page, and definitely take this off. Now, you might say, well, Performance Max has got all of these in one campaign. Yes, it is. Things are changing and moving into a different territory where we don't know what's going to happen in the very near future. Performance Max is running with search, display, video, Gmail, all these networks in one campaign. But where we do have the control your campaigns, and it is going to give you a little warning sign that you expand your reach, but I'm happy with that. I'm fine with that, Google, thank you. And over here as well, so ignore these 2. Then you set your location. If it's a 5-mile radius, let's say, for example, you click on radius, put in 5-mile radius, and you then put in your city where your client is or where that dentist is. So I can see these are the areas where my ads are going to run. I'm going to save that. Then you have got this little drop down which you must change. So the first one is the recommended one. I always go with this because we want to show our ads to people in or regularly in your targeted locations, and not people regularly in or who've shown interest in your targeted location. So what that means is if you select this one, potentially your ads are going to be shown to somebody outside your location. So let's say if a parent is looking and searching for a dentist for the child who is at a university. They might be in a different area. So in that case, this is fine. But most of the time, you want people in your target location to see your ads. The exclude one is fine as recommended people in your excluded. So that this targeting is fine. Then you select your language. English for me is the right language. You don't need to worry about the audience segment for this campaign. Then you have these more settings as well. Don't worry about this one because this is mostly for display network and video. Start and end date, you can set them up if you like. We tend not to bother. Ad schedule, if your company or your client only wants to run Monday to Fridays 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. then you select these. Or if your office or your client's office is open for half a day on a weekend, then let's say 9 till 1, then you can do that as well. There you go. So now our ad schedule is done, right? Don't need to worry about that. And for the dynamic search ads, I'm going to cover in a different video. So all good here. We go next. So this way, there is no way in the world where you are going to make any mistakes. Now, because I had searched for my website, Google has scanned my website and given me some keywords. Now look at that, how accurate these are. Although I started off with this campaign as a dentist one, but I just put in my own website. Digital marketing, marketing agency, social media marketing, marketing firm. I don't think there is a single keyword in here which is irrelevant. So it's pretty scary how accurate Google is getting. Before, few months back or few years back, it used to throw in lots of keywords which were not relevant. But these are all, as I said earlier on, keep those group of keywords extremely tightly knitted. And this is what it has given me. All of these are pretty good. So I can leave them over here. Now they will add this as broad match. You can either do that, or if you want to keep it as phrase match, you put the quotation marks in front and at the end, or if you want to go exact, you need to put in square brackets. So it doesn't take long. You just do it manually. A quicker way is to do it by Google Ads Editor, which again you will need to learn. If you don't know how to learn, don't know how to use Editor, then don't worry about it. Then you just do it manually. I'm not going to do all of them, but you get the gist. What is telling me now? Upgrade your keywords to broad match. They will tell you as well, because Google is into the business of clicks, and so are we. But start off with phrase or exact match, and then go broad after a little while, once you've had lots of negative keywords in your account. Add more keywords. Show your ads more often to people searching for what your business offers. Okay, it's gonna give me some more ideas over here. View. I'm happy with these for now. I'm gonna go over here to the ad creation. So first of all, you must use, I won't say must, but Google is giving you that option to use these path 1 and path 2. So you can stuff your keyword in there. So I can put in digital marketing. That is just for the display, and there you go. See, that has changed over there. Even if you don't have a URL like this, it doesn't matter, because this is where the click is going to go. and all you do is put in the HTTPS, and that warning sign symbol will go away from here. So now we've got my final URL and my display path. It could be Google Ads, it could be anything, right? Add a phone number. Okay. Now they keep changing all these things. Okay, this is just an extension. I'm going to use that. I've added my phone. So now there you go. This is the call button. So why not utilize it if Google is giving you all these features? Now, as you start to build up your campaign, you will see that the ad strength goes from poor to average to good and to excellent. Obviously, you want that to be as good as possible. So right now I've got over here just the unique descriptions as checked off. Headlines isn't, include popular keyword isn't, and add headlines as well. So if you're struggling to write ads, you can view ideas over here, and then it's going to give you lots of these ideas from here, right? Which you can include in there. So I've got my brand name as the headline 1, and I'm going to pin it because headline 1 will always show. Sometimes headline 3 will not show. Sometimes Google will show 1 and 2, but not the third one, right? So what I tend to do is I tend to put the seed keyword from here as headline 1, or it could be the brand and then headline 2. So if we go digital marketing agency, I can pin these two. Now if I were to pin both of them, then Google doesn't have that enough option to split test the different headlines, right? Which headline is working the best. So what I tend to do is I put the keyword in the first headline and pin it. Only show in position 1. So now this is going to show in the first headline, and then all these ones Google is going to pick and mix as and when, and then work out the best combination of H1, H2, H3 and so on. Okay, I'm going to take this out. Now, because we are a Google Ads agency, and if I type in Google Ads agency, I will get a warning that I'm using a trademark in my ads, but it will get approved for me because Google is going to scan my website and then it's going to approve it, but it will always be limited because of the trademark issue. Now, as you can see over here, it has filled up as half because I'm starting to include popular keywords. What you don't want to do is stuff each and every headline with the keyword. Usually we have 4 headlines with the keyword in it. So let's say I'll use another one. Digital marketing agency. Oops, I've done it. Digital marketing agency. Headlines are identical. Why is it giving me that? Oh, there it is. Yeah, that's the first one. So if you make a mistake, you can't. I can put in the name of an area or something like that. And now the headlines have started to populate as well, half, right? All right. Increase sales and profitability. I'm not going to write the whole ad because I've got loads of videos on our channel where I show you how to write really good ads. This is just for showing you how to set up the whole campaign. So then you must put in all the 15 headlines, right? Don't be lazy. do the work in, because Google will then have the maximum amount of headlines to go through, and the descriptions. Never ever put in a description like that, because this is again not utilizing all the 90 characters which we have. So I'm going to ignore this for now. Then you go to the site links. Again, this is one of the best practices which you can use to increase the ad rank and also create your ads a lot bigger, get maximum real estate on Google. Why wouldn't you do it? Because now it's going to show up like this with all these site links and so on. Then you have got more stuff over here like promotions, prices, structured snippets, lead form, call outs. Fill up all of these. And once you've done it, you've got your ads over here, or one ad, and then go next. Then you put in the budget. Is going to recommend me dependent on the weekly average CPC. Is going to say 39, 40 pounds or whatever it is. I don't need to go with that. I will set up my own custom budget. So if your budget is $10 a day, then set up as $10 a day. Or if it's 100, set up as 100. I'll leave this as it is. And now it will, because of the security issues they have, and it's a really good way of making sure that it's you who is creating this new campaign. So you're going to get a text to on your mobile, and if you got the two-factor authentication switched on or enabled, which I would highly recommend you do that. You click yes, it is me on your phone, and then you come back here and confirm. And that's how you will go from search, bidding on the left, campaign settings, keywords and ads, budget, and review. And there you go. You've got your complete Google Ads search campaigns, campaign setup. And it doesn't take long. You just follow each section at a time and you're done. Now, I did say that I'm going to take questions at the end. However, I'm running a bit late for my next appointment, so apologies to all of you that I can't take those questions today. I will look at them and take them, put them on the next session. So thank you for being here. I truly appreciate it, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.